Welcome back to the Gauntlet. This time we are doing feed number 3, which is the end is nigh. Should be interesting to get through, because first thing we need to do is actually get to the menu where we see it. So yeah, 8,000 deaths in this thing, it's crazy. Let me just double check. So yeah, you gotta it's only A that you jump with, it's strange, and also you can use any of the triggers to slide along. Okay, just making sure I remember now. So this is all we have. We have denial. If I beat denial, I can go move to anger, to bargaining, to depression, and that's where I'm going to stop, because I can't do acceptance. I haven't done it yet. So it's just getting all those done. It was like more bonus points, I guess. So, Denial, I think it only counts as 1, but just bonus points to actually beat it. So, once I get my timer up. 3, 2, 1, go! Denial! Good start. Oh, by the way, The End is Nigh has some real nice soundtrack to it. It is very classical in sound. Very nice royalty-free stuff. And I realized after I finished up yesterday with Celeste was that I could have made it so that the first 3 games that I played for the Gauntlet would have been all Edmund Macmillan games, because after I'm done with this, it's gonna be Super Meat Boy. And it's like, man, I could have done that, but I chose against it, because I'm not good. So for The End is Nigh, for those of you who have not seen it before, I shouldn't be doing this because it's a risky move, but it's a platformer, much like Super Meat Boy is, with simple controls, but it's tough to really master. All you have is a single jump and some crazy maneuvers that you can use with it. You can climb onto walls, but it has to be from a corner. It's like ledges, that's probably the best way to explain it. It has to be a ledge in order to actually grab hold of it. What is it? What a good start. And in some areas it'll require you to crash down through the floor in some ways, which you have to press the triggers or one of the ducking buttons in order to zoom downwards whilst you're in the air. It's not going to happen in these, because I don't think they will. But yeah, see, these cartridges, by the way, are collectibles that you find throughout the world of The End is Nigh. And completing them will get you bonus tumours, because the collectible in this game is a tumour. In that standard Macmillan style. Yeah, I remember incorrectly on that one. Yeah, in that standard Macmillan style, you got that have a little bit of darkness in your gameplay. And yeah, you just collect tumours. And the reason why you collect the tumours is because the second half of the game, which is in this hellish second dimension, I think, you have to use the tumours that you've collected throughout your journey as lives to get through those worlds. And you can't do anything with those worlds. I'll probably explain this incorrectly, but the main thing to keep in mind is that you just collect tumours in order to get more chances of beating the game, which I haven't done yet. If you saw from the file selection, I'm at 91%, which is this file, 8,000 deaths to its name. Oh shit. Wow. Because this game can be surprisingly tricky. It's all one screen stuff, kind of like Celeste. Or the original Meat Boy in a way, but I guess not. See, the thing with Super Meat Boy, or the original Meat Boy Flash game, is that if you haven't played it before, it's really weird to look back on, because the window that you play it in is just this very tall rectangle, and it's just super fun. Nope, I forgot about that. I need to grab onto the right side and then move from there. So here's what's going on with depression, because I need to, or denial, sorry, to actually explain what the challenge is. You have 10 levels to go through. All of these levels are based on this kind of thing. You have 1 room to do them in. And once you reach the end, you will clear the stage. and then moving on to the other parts of the Grief Tower gives just extra levels. And then at the very end there's Acceptance, which is all 4 of the Grief Tower levels in one go, which is rough, even as is, because not only do you have to deal with just getting through each of these parts on their own, you have to do it all at once. Oh shit. If you're hanging onto an edge and you press the duck button, you just let go of it. I'm wasting so many lives, so much death, just from trying that trick over and over again. I should just wait. But it gets results, man. It gets results. Just making sure. And keep it on. So it's the next day from the last time I did footage for the Gauntlet. And I am still intrigued to see how some of these challenges will go. Yeah, fine. I think, Ender's Nigh also has pressure-sensitive jumping. So I think you have extra jump height if you hold the button down for longer. So that's there if you need it. But at least with the ducking button you can bounce up and down like that. Don't go through the side once you've picked up that key in quote, because it'll just reset the room. Not cool. CC no bueno. Ah! Momentum took me to that side. Here I am just trying to see what's going on, and I'm messing up incredibly. Yeah, triplets of 3s! That's how we do it! Triplets of 3s! I guess also with this Gauntlet, with the way I'm doing it, like, much like with the third Gauntlet where I tried with, Gato Capture Software, I'm trying this one as more of an experiment with the other way of, I think I figured out, for recording game footage through OBS. So maybe it'll work, but I'm still gonna stick with what I know. There's nice. There's some progress. Really? Wow. Okay, here's what you actually have to do. You gotta wait on that platform and then jump around. Much like you do with this part. See, it's easy enough to get a grip of, but you just gotta get through it. You know what's funny is that this game has a bunch of classical music as you can't see because it's just the one song, and these cartridges basically have, bit crushed versions, well not bit crushed, but like 8-bit versions of the songs, and some of them sound really nice. And one of them I heard and I was like, oh man, that's kind of cool, I like the way this one sounds. And then, like, earlier this year, my mum starts watching Dawson's Creek. I think it's is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's right. Yeah, Dawson's Creek. And I hear the ending credits song, and I'm like, that sounds familiar, why do I know what that is? And it turns out that it's one of the royalty songs that Ender's Nigh uses, that's why I recognize it. I can't even think of it right now, but, no snippets will be played because, I'm skirting the line as it is with this game. I mean, to be honest, the last time I did anything with this game online and recording-wise, it was 2018, where I did just a triplet of test streams, and this was in the second one, which was an interesting night. Those test streams, by the way, oof, if you even remember them, which I doubt it, because no one was there for it, they were rough. None of them even went past like 2 hours, like I normally do now. I jumped too high. Jumped too soon, even. That's the word I meant to say. The reason why I chose denial and not acceptance is because, as you can see, I'm not this good at the game, so that's why I want to get just denial done, because it's the first of the challenges, and I think that would be okay for me, and I'm satisfied with that. Oh, and also, if you are leaning on a ledge and you hold away from the ledge and then jump, you get a bounced up super jump. Just love getting dumped like that. It's kind of funny in a way. Wow. It's also funny with these 8-bit styled carts is that the spikes are rounded, so it's like, how does that hurt me? It's a rounded spike. It shouldn't even be a spike, but it is. And yeah, man, like sound design as well, just in the main game, even though you'll never see it unless I decide to do something with this game. I don't know if I will or not. It's got an interesting soundscape as well. Dying is pretty crunchy. I like that. Oof. Okay. Jump to there and to the side. There's 1-5. Oh, I remember this one. This one sucks. How? I shouldn't have been able to do that. Oh, this one also sucks. Yeah, and by the way, you can fall back down to previous levels because, yeah, they exist in the same map. So I just fell back down to 1-3. What fun. See, not even being safe at 1-6 is enough. You just gotta get past that. And I think with the way that these levels are formed, with the other carts as well, it makes it so that you actually are climbing this giant tower. And that's kind of cool to think about. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Almost forgot for a second. Yahoo. Jump to that. And you can't, like, hold towards the wall and jump. I think you can do that, but, well, you probably would be able to do that. If not, then that's just stupid of someone to not be able to do that. But I forget if there's any specific thing that happens when you do that. Like, I'll try it right now. Nothing, because I did a small jump anyway. So yeah, let's just go with the theory that nothing happens. And like, also, with the rest of these cartridges, they aren't all like this. Some of them are like actual live-based challenges, where you're clearing 10 levels and collecting rings. They're interesting. Haven't gotten too far in some of them. Oh, that's me being rough. Ooh. Come on, 1-5. I can do you. I'm surprised that works so well. Same place, same place. I don't know what the timing is. I should probably wait for a little longer before I do that. Woot you. I don't know why. I think I found that strat when I was playing this for the first... Wow. And I just loved doing it so much, so I just keep going for it every time I get to this point when trying to retry it. There's something funny about it. There's something funny about that, man. Yeehaw. Oof. If I think about more stuff, then I'll just say them. At this rate, it's more like... It's worth trying to concentrate, but at the same time, playing tough games makes you feel like in that way. There-ish, nice. Probably wouldn't want to hold towards the wall when jumping from that last one. Ugh! Because you'll end with just hurtling straight into that wall of spikes. So yeah, don't choose that, if you please. So it's kind of funny. I mean, hopefully you won't get annoyed with this music. To be honest, it's looped quite well. And I think the rest of the music also is looped well. Just an interesting little game with some interesting characters you can find in it. Because, like, in the main game, you're going through just worlds, and it's very explorative in comparison to Super Meat Boy. You explore, collect tumours, which are basically bandages. I forgot to even mention that when talking about tumours previously. And you also find the cartridges by exploring different areas. So if you liked finding the warp zones and the bandages in Super Meat Boy, then you might like Nigh because it's very explorative. And it's even like a split in worlds. There's some worlds that can technically be optional, but at the same time you'll want to do some of those extra worlds because... Actually no, you have to go through those worlds, yeah. Because at the end of the pass there's one part of a body that allows you to actually get to the second dimension. It's been a while, I don't remember the story really. I think Ash who is the character we're playing as, well, not in this point, Ash, the actual main character, is trying to create a friend again, because he lost his friend. Yeah, it's strange. But then again, Emma McMillan game, strange. It's kind of 1 and 2, you know. Okay. That's one way to do it. I'm gonna do that. Not too high there. I don't remember this. Oof. Nope, I was too coy on that. I could have done it right there, but to be honest, it's been a while since I've seen the later parts of the stage. Like 1/6 is the most that I can remember, but then I have done all of the levels in the denial, in the grief tower technically, because I've gotten the marks on the menu screen. So I've done all of these levels without dying, but they are segmented, of course. So, the IL Speedrun King. I haven't looked into Endless Nigh speedruns. I haven't looked into main speedruns, to be honest. I mean, there was a point where I was completely interested in them, but I don't know what happened. I guess I just kind of lost interest in looking at speedruns. Like, I used to watch the, I can't even remember the guy's name. He's one of the people that was part of Games Done Quick in their early years, and he runs Blaster Master. I can't think of the name at the top of my head right now, but he made compilation videos of fails and highlights from AGDQ up to 2014, I think, and they were interesting to watch. There was a wholesome vibe back then with those, I mean, rightfully titled classic Games Done Quick events. I don't know. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's good to see raising charity and all of that, but the feel of those early years definitely feels different in comparison to the more recent years. Let's not get into too much controversy here by not going into detail. Stupid things happen sometimes. Let's just leave it at that. Whoop. Then Josh to there, and here we are, 1-5 again. Whip, 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 woo doo doo doo. Not too high. Which is why Ash is bad in. See, what's funny is, in universe, Ash is playing these video games, because at the very beginning of the game, he's doing an LP, or a live stream, of one of these cartridges. And I think the point of that cartridge is that you might be able to do it. I haven't looked at what happens if you actually do it, but the cartridge is that so that if you die, the cartridge glitches out and he panics and kickstarts the story. It's kind of fun, in a way. But at the same time, you gotta ask yourself, is it worth playing video games with an audience that doesn't exist? In this world, the end is near. It's nigh. But the audience isn't there. What live audience are you even streaming to? But, I mean, I can relate to that, but I mean, I don't know if I want to stream this game again. It's something, I've already got my stream plans, I talked about this last time. This is just one of those extra games that I'm playing. And speaking of extra games, there are some games that I'm interested in getting to, which haven't been seen before. What was it again? Here-ish, up. Oh no, I fell short on that because it very slightly started moving towards the right when I jumped, so it knocked my momentum down. Should have done the higher bounce from waiting a little longer on that. Oof. Grab the key, enter the room, become one with Zoom Zoom. Bouncing. Man, I gotta think about my dinner later. I don't even know what I'm gonna have. Because you do these at the middle of the night, which is better. It's like, it's not the middle of the night, clearly, it's 5 o'clock. Clearly he says when no one can see it. Just pause the game and show off that it's in fact 5 o'clock. Now that's silly, I don't do that. You gotta do it as quickly as possible. Otherwise, no. I mean, I'm still going to be intrigued to see how these recordings have ended up. Like, I don't know if the output video that I'm looking at live right now is coming through in the actual recording feed, because I see it's a lot choppier than normal. If it's like that, then I made the wise call and recorded this normally. And that's why I don't trust technology. If I got a better laptop, maybe I would consider recording more like this. But as it stands, I'm fine with the Mystery Mondays series being what it is. It's recorded. Even then, with Mystery Mondays, it almost didn't happen because of terrible laptops. Imagine that. Never being able to experience true good stuff just because of a shit laptop. I'm just thankful I didn't be like, man, just toss the audio commentary and let it go. Just play the game in your own time, you know, you're gonna enjoy it. Just thankful that I even got to record the whole thing. I won't stop going over this because it's true to me. It really is. Misery Mondays is up there next to Yoshi's Woolly World as being one of my favorite series I've ever done. Because the Danganronpa games themselves are interesting journeys to walk through. And just being able to play one for you was great. I don't know, man. I was just thinking right now, just as a random side, I could maybe, like, try streaming Ultra Despair Girls, but at the same time, I've seen the game through, and also, it'll be on the PC, because that's the only thing I got. So, I don't know if it's gonna have low enough settings for me to stream it reliably. I doubt it. I haven't tried any PC games to stream yet. I just wonder when will be the time to do that. And if I try to do a PC game to stream, I won't need to do any funky setups like I have been doing. Because, you know, it's just grab Elgato, put it together, plug it into the system, all that shit. That's what it's been like for the past few streams, because that's all it's been, nothing from the PC yet. It's all been console, baby. Consolation. Beep, beep, beep. I feel like I can do this. Check the time real quick. I never started the timer. It never started. Huh. Good, 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 good. What time are we at now? We're at 24 minutes. Good. Real good time. Wow. That's the first time that's happened. That's also because the previous times it wasn't just a touchscreen watch that I had to deal with. I guess I just didn't press the button. I should actually focus on what I was doing the first time. It's my bad. I need to actually get together a time for what I'm going to do. I'm going to try for like a good amount of time and then just go over a little more depending on when. And of course, I won't be stopped. I won't... See, this is why it's stupid. Because of this. That's why. I don't know why I'm rambling at this point, really. Some people might have already clicked off the video because of what's happened and why I am speaking to nothing. Just pick a time to do it. Piccadilly, Piccadilly, Piccadilly. Oof. Okay, we'll do a new timer at a new time. I mean, you could jump from those, but I like doing the dash normally, which is why I chose that. Weehaw! Missed. Real good missing. Really stupid. Okay, new timer. And it will be at... just doing it very gradually over points where I can wait, which I doubt I'll be able to wait. Like, I'll pass it off in the video if I get back to 1-6 as waiting for the perfect timing. But instead, I'll actually be timing. Ironic. Truly. I could probably, like, just shush under and try and go for... That's the speed strat there. I think I even figured that out too at some point, but I don't remember doing so. Okay, so 27:07. Let's take into account like a couple minutes. So I'll do it for 34 minutes by the time I get to the next chance of me stopping still. Wow. Gotta quickly get to 34 minutes as well. Woof. Very good at the game. Please do it more, please. Woof. I made it to 35 up. There we go. It actually happened. I accidentally walked backwards into the previous level and caused myself an inordinate amount of misery by having to do the thing again, which I died at anyway. 33 now, yeah. 33-minute timer. Hopefully is actually going, otherwise I'll be mad. I shouldn't be looking, but I am. Wow. I'm wondering that the actual number of deaths in this one, it's gonna probably be a long time. What I really need to look for is not quite... Yeah, the timer's going, please. I'm good. I don't need to worry about it anymore. If the pa-ding is gonna be off time with the timer at the top of the screen, I know it will be. Because of that idiocy. Ooh, ash, ooh, you, ash, yes. Beep, boop. There's other things in this game too. Like, there's a bunch of obstacles that you fight or go up against while walking around and doing things. There are specific skull enemies that you fight or find, and once you can only... that's enemies that you can actually jump on. The rest of the enemies are just like contact kill. And, I mean, yeah, it's like, why would there be a health bar in a game like this? It would be pity if there was a health bar, but they don't do that. Wow. That doesn't happen often. Step off the side and jump down. There we go. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Move forward. Play this safely. I think we're gonna... I feel like, at the rate that it's going right now, even though it's at the third challenge, given how confident I feel with Meat Boy, I think there's going to be a pattern emerging of a success and a loss. I don't know. It's just going to be silly. But at the same time, when we get to Slayin 2, that's not going to have any success in it. It's more like just a point showcase. Just try and do good. Ooh. Wow. It's not like you can save yourself very barely. I mean, what's the game I'm thinking of where I can barely be on... It's Celeste, that's what it was. I was thinking, there's a game where you can barely be on spikes and just use very short amount of the environment to do wall jumps and save yourself in some points for speed. And it's Celeste. How did I forget that? I'm good at forgetting. Clearly. Bad. I'm just gonna be excited to listen to this for like an hour. Should be real fun. Yeah. There's not much else I can really do to remedy this challenge as well, so there's no like extra, like, bonus points, and, I probably already mentioned it, and I feel like I'd do if I did already mention it, but just to reiterate, if it wasn't reiterated already, the reason why I haven't chosen to do Enter the Gungeon this time, instead of anything else, is that I felt that, given how I was in the third Gauntlet with Gungeon, I felt like I was too rusty to really get anywhere. It would just end up being a loss, and I don't want to take that loss. I know, sad as me. And as for Exit the Gungeon, that was a content update, yes, but I don't know what challenge I can really do with that. It's just content, man. And to be honest, I like the way that they handled the content update as well, because instead of waiting to the end of the floor to get to the shop again, you enter the shop in the middle of your run. And then from that, you have extra rooms to enter in. Woo, there we go. Now we are back to familiar territory. That's a really tough jump. Oh, it's only 8, right. Oh, ow! I'm worth just standing there for a moment. Because, oh god, I thought it was 10 levels, actually. That's my bad. So it's like 32 levels that you have to beat in quick succession in order to complete the acceptance level. Wow. Holy shit. Man. Are they signing off time? No, it just seemed like it. Okay. My bad. I thought it was off time for a second there. Like, what happened to the timing of those blocks? They looked different. And they weren't different. For that is the way it goes. That's just the way it happens to be. Just being risky and relying on only the edges of the ledges to get to that key that time. And I know it is a key. It functions the same as keys in the actual game. And in a way you know that it's because you played a game to get these cartridges and find out the keys look like that, clearly. Nah, the keys in the main claim, they just look like actual keys. It's like Super Meat Boy, to keep comparing to his other platformer Mr. McMillan made. Although he's made plenty of platformers, let's not kid ourselves. The Basement Collection exists for a reason. Pick that up, by the way. If you really like Edmund McMillan's games, then Basement Collection has all the ones that are worth remembering, all on Steam for you to pick up. So grab that if you choose. I've got it. It's fun. There's a few that I can't remember what one of them was called, but there's one where you basically go through a story and are playing as an embryo, developing and all that. And that one I remember having fun with. Here-ish? Bah, 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 bah. Sheep, sheep, yeah, yeah. Just rely on it. See, with 8-bit graphics like this, you would consider it a sheep. That's how sounds sound like. I mean, the bloop 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 bloop, which is very bloopy. And you know it's truly a video game when it's bloopy. Just get through this. Don't worry. I was thinking about it again. I'm definitely gonna make sure I look at my watch when I start the timer for Super Meat Boy. And that's the thing I'm gonna be worried about. Make sure that the timer actually starts. Because, like, with my watch, if I go to the timer section on the main side, there are, like, it has the recent times that I've done in it. So I could look at that and be like, oh, I want to choose this time and run that a timer again, and it will do that. But at the same time, I need to make sure I actually touch it and watch the time move by to get myself going. Which means, I mean, it would be all that bad for some of them, but some games actually start immediately. So we need to focus on that in a sense. Now, just with gauntlets, just to pass the time in some way, I'd love to do a 5th gauntlet. I don't know when the next milestone will be, but I need to actually think of the challenges if I ever get to that point again. I have thought at one point just to mess around and make it all just one game with 9 challenges. Just as a joke. But I don't know if that's going to be worth looking at. I mean, the best thing that would be for that would just be like the 9 most annoying challenges in the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus and doing them all in an hour. Like, it would be Brains, Ultra Hard, April's Fool, Guardian Angel, or just the Guardian. Fuck the Guardian, man. Fuck that mission. It sucks. I mean, it's not bad in comparison to Ultra Hard. It really isn't. But the fact that you can't control what damage you take, because the little scapegoat just wants to run around and cause havoc by not moving. It sucks so much. And it would help if you had like something along the lines of the Incubus, or just having a friend help you out by having firing tears, but I don't know. And I think Beans is also another challenge that's annoying. Family Man's kind of alright. I don't think it's that difficult, but I could probably definitely think of 9 challenges from Binding of Isaac that I could do as a gauntlet, which would be fine. Good fall, good fall. You fell on the block. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. You did good. Is it really an 8-bit game if the sprites move on subpixels? Like, come on. What are you doing? Going to that side. You jumped way too early on that one, Joshua. Please. Just want to get back to 1-8 and finish that. You know. I was right there, and then I fell down. But I know what I have to do there. I need to jump at the right time. I did it correctly when I got there. It's just that I fell down instead of capitalize on it. Focus something. Watch video games. You played? Yeah. Yeah. Smells. Yep. Wow, that was way too good of a save from that one. Oh, and by the way, in case you haven't figured it out yet, the scan lines are part of the game. I mean, at the same time, our usual going method is like, it could pick up on some of them sometimes, but yeah, there's a grid that is the scan lines that goes along for this CRT effect, and also it's slightly fisheye for the CRT effect fully. So just so you know, it's not an error with the video. It's an error with your life. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Getting to 1-7 again. I shouldn't have jumped that close to it, which is why I jumped so close to it. I'll do a quick jump there. Don't go too far, get caught on the block. Hey! A winner is you! Let's try anger. I don't think I'm going to get too far in anger, but might as well. Continues on. Alright, these guys! I forgot when I was doing random practices of this stage. These guys have such cute noises! But you can see what their gimmick is. They see you, and then they charge towards you. It's cute, but at the same time they will damage you and end up with your death. Jump here to bait him out. Whoa. He's over there. Come on, you. There you go. Safe. Alright, this part of the mission. I remember this. You gotta grab onto these sides and then jump over to it. Okay, that counts. Fine. Thank goodness. Ah, that was my bad. And I can't move backwards from there. I wonder if I actually can get through this. It really makes me want to try to do acceptance, but I know that I won't do it. It's going to take a long time to even actually get to these points and have to retry them again. Yeah, I can just slide through from there. I don't know about you, I'm just fine with being silent just to hear these guys scream. It's such a cute scream! I think these guys do a similar sound when you're in the main world, but just the scream. It's cute. That was way too close of a jump. What's up here? Alright, those bastards who just diagonally move around. Well, I don't know what I was thinking now. It's been a while since I've been to that place. I was thinking that I had enough to just do a ledge leap and not worry about the guys. Every time I move it into the alcove because I'm not thinking. I did that too! See? You have to move left to start with. And you get caught up on that. Very slightly. I don't know about you, dude. I'm fine just listening to these guys scream. Just for the entirety of the rest of the video. Yeah, just like, you have the commentary track, it's fine. You can just cut that out if you want, but at the same time, you'll just be left to the outro with nothing left. So, yeah, just corrupt the auditory commentary track, you know you want to, son. It's truly what I want to live for. There is nothing to live for in this world. Correction. Again, even though this game is called The End is Nigh and all that, and there's some jokes about it in the game, just want to be sure that you get this fact in your brain and understand the truth. Suicide ain't the answer, right? Just keep that in mind, alright? Feeling bad? It'll go away soon. Bad times aren't forever. A bad time will eventually pass over. If you feel sad that you just... Listen. I'm gonna admit this to myself. I think I've already admitted this in a video, but I can't remember if I have or not. I fucked up really badly once in a test. In one of my exams I took back in school. And I felt really bad because I felt like, oh, that was a guaranteed fail. I don't think I have any chance left for me to get passing grades in order to go off into the world and get jobs and all that. And I cried. Getting the emotion out was healthy. Just to get the emotion out sometimes, like that. And something else, I think it was just like for comforting reasons, but for the comforting reason, I was listening to a video I downloaded, which was the Through the Fire and Flames YTPMV collab. And just listening through to that, getting to like one of the parts, it was so good I just started crying, man. It was like, I don't know, it was comfort in my time of need that I needed. And the cry was worth it. Listen, if you feel like crying's gonna bring your image down, if you're doing it in public, just remember, sometimes you want to have to do a good cry. Crying could get you, make you feel better if you do it, man. It's strange to think in that way, but sometimes just crying is the best way to feel better. Get out the emotions that you've got clogged up inside you and just feel better after that wonderful cry. get back to the happiest times. I mean, ooh. So not you, because you're gonna get in the way. That's what you need, which will change up the patterns of these guys. Oh shit. Up. These guys, these happy faces are also in the main game. Oh right, this part. Oh, this part sucks. Oh right, they do come back. Oh, I just forgot about that point. Oh! I wasn't even paying attention to him coming back. So yeah, those destructible platforms end up coming back for me, which is very nice of it to do. It doesn't always happen like that. This is also why I don't want to do acceptance for a challenge. Because it is truly one of the hardest challenges, but I know that I am not able to do it. I'd say challenges that I know I've beaten and I can try to do for the Gauntlet, but at the same time, I haven't done Downwell. I'm doing that soon. And I haven't done Crypto Necrodancer, so I have to do that soon as well. It's funky. Crypto Necrodancer is going to be interesting. Because it's going to be a lot of me focusing on the music. And it's worth focusing on that music, because I'm going to be using the DLC for that. Some good DLC they have for that game, man. Family Jewels did a guitar for it, you know. In case you didn't know. Shout out to TRG. TRG's fun and cool. Boink, here we go again. Oh, I killed the guy by forcing him over there. Nice. Oh, what was this? I had to curve around. I didn't curve around. Fine. Okay. You can deal with that. It's fine. Just gotta curve around and save yourself. Oh like that. It doesn't matter, really. Just playing a game and having fun. Boop, 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 boop. I wonder if I'll even get to the third one. I think it's Anger. Unless this one's Anger. No, this one was Anger. Because I saw the title card. I can't remember the 5 stages of grief all that well. Just denial and acceptance and anger are what I remember. There's, I think the next one's actually bargaining. That sounds right. Whoop, wee. And then jump from there. Take this as your video walkthrough. Just a video walkthrough where the guy is so bad at the game that he just keeps dying. Like, first you gotta, shit. First you gotta, shit. First you gotta, shit. First you gotta, come on, shit. First you gotta, come on, game. Please, let me explain my point. I think that'd be funny, but also at the same time be irritating to people who actually want to find a walkthrough. I thought of a joke there. I'm not going to say the joke because it's a little bit too obvious for many reasons. Let's not deal with that, okay? Ah! He was there! In my face. He was truly there. There's not much waiting you can do in this one in comparison to the other challenge. But hey, I still count this as a win. In a sense. If I can get to the end of Anger, I'll be happy with myself because it's half of the Grief Tower that I'm doing. I don't think it's called the Grief Tower because I doubt it, but at the same time, the thumbnails or like the images that they show to represent the carts for all the different parts of the tower, it's in a tower. Ash is just in a tower. So I would assume that this would be just called the Grief Tower. But that's, as far as I know, just a fan nickname that I'm giving myself. So it's not canon, don't worry about it. So bouncy boobies. These guys can get kind of annoying in the main game. But remember, nothing will ever be as bad as the Moors. And that reminds me, I was thinking like, hey, the final thing that I would do if I ever complete a Meat Boy challenge would be a full game run in the hour. And also, a part of me also wants to try just doing a Cotton Alley world as one of the challenges. Just full of the Cotton Alley challenges in the light world. Because Cotton Alley's rough. But you know, I've beaten that game 3 times 100%. I've done everything. All the A+. In the light world, at least. I don't think I got A+ in all of the Dark World levels. I would be surprised myself if I had at some point. Or maybe collectively over the 3 versions I've completed. I don't know. Maybe I have not. Wow, I stepped on the boy. The sludgeman. I mean... yeah. Just listen to him scream. Something comforting with that. Forward playing it's way too risky. Just jump to there and get yourselves ready for a mouth-watering adventure. Join us as we join. There we go, that's much better, much more consistent. To get to 2.5. Got to 2.7. Oh, I almost just went straight out. That wouldn't have been good for me. See, doing it like this, I have a good, semi-consistent pattern for these guys. Just wait a little. Ah! Wow. Double wow. Triple wow. Hey, someone subscribed to my channel! Thank you for the person I just swiped past. It was a long name. I might as well check it at the end of the video, because it'll be there. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I mean, at this rate, I'm probably not going to beat Anger unless I get incredibly lucky. So I'm just going to... I'm still going to show the Anger footage, but I'm going to keep it as a success for beating Denial. I just thought about, like, just saying success, beating the challenge, deaths at this point, but then I just zoom the footage back up instead of moving all the footage around. Be like, oh yeah, no, he kept playing, it's alright. Okay. It'll depend. Whee! There's a lot of screams, we'll listen to them in full here. And they get tired, they get plumb tuckered out. So cute. Those cute little things. The cute little ones. Woo. Woo. He bounces up to there. Means I can take the trip that he took. Almost messed that up. Ooh. There you go, it's 2-7. Fine. Okay. You know, winner is me. I did it. Bargaining, yeah, and it was bargaining. Well, just for a little bit. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah. This one's the one with the fish that follows you. You can swim in the water, by the way. There's water in this game that you can swim around on. Just gonna zoom. It's like you hold the jump button to ascend upwards, and then the crouching button forces you down. God, what's this fish doing? Woo, there we go. Now I can run up here. Go with the fish over there. Alright, that's what that one did. I completely forgotten. I've beaten these challenges before, yes, but I've just forgotten the layout of these levels. I didn't realise that the key forced me backwards. There's more than one. Go on a journey. Wow. Why wasn't I even... I wish I knew why I was even... Maybe it's my fault for not doing it. Fish! I think these fish appear in the main game. Did I mention that it's been a long time since I've actually played this game fully, or just truly? So I can't remember what's where, to be honest, in the main game. But I'm pretty sure if the fish are here, then there's a counterpart in the main game. Because the screaming guys, they definitely exist in the main game. And I think in the fourth of these, there is another thing. I think that's why you need to start using people that you jump from their heads with the skulls and all that. Good. Very good explanations, Joshua. You are becoming a pro the further you get to. It's going to be real good when you get to Borderlands 2. Am I right for this? Am I right? And I don't even mean for the Gauntlet feed, man. Wait till you see what I've got planned for that series. Shit. If you want to know why I'm now suddenly open about Borderlands 2, check out the Borderlands 1 DLC stream for the Zombie Island and Dr. Ned, plus a little of Mad Moxie's Underdome. And I've explained it when I got into the section. Oh look, 2 of the fish went into there. Just what I wanted. None of that should have happened. My bad. How do you do that? I don't know, man. So yeah. Oh, the fish fell down, and now thankfully, he got out. I've had it where the fish got stuck in there and wasn't able to come back to the water. So he was just completely... He basically soft-locked me from beating that attempt. Hey! Bully! Actually get to the right angle and then head downwards. I know I'm not going to get far in this. For sure. For definite. Another thing, that timer's probably going to go off at any second now. Ay, ay, ay. Muchos caballeros. Los Polos Hermanos. I still haven't seen that series. Why have I not seen that series? It's this year. Why have I not? I just haven't. I've got more vexing things to watch. Like, I watched Rich and Monty, the second half of season 4, yesterday. I need to watch season 3 of Agretsuko as well. Which shouldn't be all that long, because I'm pretty sure those episodes are only like 15 minutes long each. Shouldn't take me too much time to watch through. Wow. I'm waiting on your call, watch. It's bound to happen at any point. It's these dangerous fish being a bitch-ass fish. There you go, that's something better. It's not worth trying to do all the time, but that's a way to get through. Went that way. Get out of my way, fish. Bitch fish. If I got him to, like, dash in, then he'll be far away from me and won't be able to dash for a good while. But fine. Our recording's in an hour, so the hour's definitely up, but it depends on when I actually started the hour timer. Faux started the timer, but you get me, right? There you go. There's that. Now we're done. Exit the cartridge. The chart rage. So yeah, that's the island anger done. So that's what, an extra bonus point. So that's 2 points plus the Celeste, and there's 3 points to 1 failure so far. So, in the next Gauntlet video feed, you will be watching Super Meat Boy, the full game run. I'm excited for that, because it's basically me playing the game, doing a speedrun video. It's been a while since I've done one of them. It should be great. See you then. Thank you very much for watching.